Okay, takedown transmission coming at you. Listen up. Whoever built those elevated railway sections didn't have safety in mind. I hope those pillars are strong enough to withstand some punishment. I give big props, man, to all the burners at the waterfront. Hey, I've just seen some serious paint trade in action through the underpass. Those guys, they are going at it so hard. By the time they hit the convention center, it's going to be so messy. Stay tuned for all the latest news on Crash FM. Crash FM back again, and you guys, these European chicks are so hot. I hear they love being romance. How about a nice quiet drive in the country? Forget that. Bring on the Burnout action, and if she doesn't like it, she ain't your type. For all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. Now it's you versus the clock. Who's gonna win? Welcome back to Crash FM. It's just great to be back here in Europe. The fresh smell of coffee, the chirping of the birds, and the pounding sound of freaking rock music. It's the perfect match to the rhythm of the Burnout racing circuit. All right. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody! Get down there and get battling! That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody! Get down there and get battling! That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. Fast lap times earn you bragging rights. Burning laps is what this race is all about. Oh, and check the clock. It's already ticking. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody! Get down there and get battling! That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. Striker, that's me, checking out the news and views for you here on Crash FM. Finally, it stopped raining, so I want to see some flying cars out there. Get to it, come on. Keep your soaking DJ happy. For all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. Okay, takedown transmission coming at you, listen up. If a horse becomes lame, it is usually put down. Some of these vehicles only have 3 wheels. Surely it would be a mercy killing. What's up, you guys? The elevated freeway junction ramp is drift heaven here. If you can take it clean, you're laughing all the way to Chinatown. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your circuit news. You're on Crash FM, and I'm just checking out the latest on the route today. Main takedown opportunities are on the run from the freeway down to the docks, leading into some serious cross traffic, the sides of the awesome mountain tunnel, and the busy commercial center. You're back with Crash FM, and I've learned, and this is very, very important, picking flowers is actually illegal and can result in a significant fine or even a jail term for persistent offenders. Stop picking flowers. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your news. All right, this is Crash FM, and much of today's route is along Finley Road and through the docks. Keep eyes open for the heavy rigs hauling ass through the area, especially if you're looking for some impromptu takedown action. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your news. Hello there? You're there? Okay, good. You're listening to Crash FM, and containers are stacked up high dockside. So please don't try and put your car into the top one. No. Yeah. Put your car into the top one. I repeat, put your car into the top one. Go do it. I'm Stryker, keeping you in the heart of the action on Crash FM. Hello, yep, you're on it. It's Crash FM. I am Stryker. Check this out, you guys. It should be called the car terminal, not the ferry terminal after the takedown I just witnessed. But don't worry, I'm sure our burner will be back in the next race. This is Crash FM. Don't be distracted by all that neon. There's a competition to win. Remember that although some of the traffic here has only 3 wheels and is slower than your grandma on her walker, there's a lot of them, and they do have a habit of appearing from nowhere. For all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. You take the risks, you get the rewards. First across the line wins. Everyone else, losers! Burnout3.ea.com. Check it out. So hey, the only problem with such a beautiful island is that the locals are having way too much fun on the beach to resurface this racing road. Looks like we may have to do it ourselves with scrap metal. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM. You're listening to Crash FM, and local radio chatter tells me the traffic is building up on the climb to Vista Point. I guess you got two choices. You can stop and take some pictures, or nail the throttle and become the subject. Don't forget to smile, and stay tuned with Crash FM for everything you need to know on and off the highway. Got it on Crash FM. The Lion has had his day. Say hello to the internal combustion engine. King of the road, king of the off-road, king of the jungle. All rise. Hello, I'm Stryker, checking out the news and views for you here on Crash FM in Asia.
Life is pain, give it to me straight. Touch my heart, I'll sing along forever. I'll sing along.
All right, Takedown transmission coming at you. Listen up. If your competitors are acting like tourists, give them the guided tour that starts at the coach park. It's Crash FM, and let's get a little religious. Let the Buddha guide you to victory. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM.
This is a brand new problem. If you know the clue, it's easy to get through. But you look confused and you don't know what to do. It's hard to get out and you haven't got a clue. If you're working out, tell me what you do. If the least you can do
His eyes were opened. He prostrated himself at the feet of Buddha and became the lay adherent. What that means is he got slammed at the temple complex. Tour running every 30 minutes. That was a public service announcement brought to you by Crash FM. Island paradise. So beautiful here, I might just have to shut up. You're there, you're still listening, that's right, to Crash FM. And if you're just coming in from the Airport Expressway, where have you been? The Burnout action is hot today, and man, have you been missing out. We still got a few more days to go though, so keep it here, and I'll keep you there. I am Stryker on Crash. Targets are lined up, the engines are hot, and the clock is ticking. This is Road Rage. Go eliminate. them up and knock them down. Road rage is all about eliminating your target racers, and they ain't gonna take it lying down, so you're gonna need to preserve your car for as long as you can. What's it gonna be? Them or you? You're there, you're still listening, that's right, to Crash FM. And if you're just coming in from the Airport Expressway, where have you been? The Burnout action is hot today, and man, have you been missing out. We still got a few more days to go though, so keep it here, and I'll keep you there. I am Welcome back to Crash FM, and in case no one has told you, I know I haven't told you, they drive on the left side here in Asia. Not that it matters to all you burners, but hey, you may wonder why they're all going the same way as you for a change. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody! Get down there and get battling! That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. Yes! That was awesome! For all you guys not at Dockside, you just missed a flying car into the walkway at the apartment complex. This is Burnout action at its best. I am Stryker on Crash FM for everything Burnout. Okay, the road rage competition is both against the clock and against your car. How many targets can you eliminate in the time provided? More importantly, can your car survive? It's all about speed and controlled aggression. Get to it. You're back with Crash FM, and watch out when you're burning through Commercial Center. There's a ton of slow-moving traffic hauling through town. Stay with Crash FM for all your news. You still got it on. Good for you. It's Crash FM. And my buddy over at Race Radio has just informed me that cars are getting serious airtime over at Vista Point. Shame he isn't getting the same. He doesn't get anything. Keep it tuned to Crash, all you ever need, right here, right now. You're listening to Crash FM, and the king said, "What shall my son see to make him retire from the world?" The Buddha replied, "4 signs." "What for?" the king asked. Buddha said, "A slam, a shunt, a grind, and a takedown." For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM. His eyes were opened. He prostrated himself at the feet of Buddha and became the lay adherent. What that means is he got slammed at the temple complex. Tour running every 30 minutes. That was a public service announcement brought to you by Crash FM. The tourists are out in full force today, which means only one thing: takedown opportunities at the Coach Park. Get ready to stack some buses. Catch all your circuit updates here on Crash FM. listening to Crash FM, and the king said, "What shall my son see to make him retire from the world?" The Buddha replied, "4 signs." "What for?" the king asked. Buddha says, "A slam, a shunt, a grind, and a takedown." For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM. Once again, this is Crash FM, and I dig the S's in the dock side. Those things are cool. I like it. We got everything you need here on Crash FM. It's Crash FM, and I would just like to say a big thanks to K-Een for their unplanned but generous donation of 300 container targets to the cause of Burnout. Takedown opportunities at the docks. Back with Crash FM, man, I love this circuit. I've seen some awesome burning over the last 2 days with some serious runs from the hillside down into the docks. Bring on the takedowns. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your news.
Only we understood.
still got it locked on Crash FM, and I'm hearing that the toll booth for the main elevated freeway is out of action at the moment. Well, at least for payments. For all takedown action in this area, it's business as usual, and of course, for all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody. Get down there and get battling. That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. Welcome back to Crash FM here in Golden City, Asia. There are 6 lanes of elevated freeway only made for racking up the oncoming bonuses. Get up there, open the throttle, nail a few competitors, and burn out. Welcome back to Crash FM. Golden City? No. More like Takedown City, if the last day's action is anything to go by. This is the place for serious running. Stay tuned with Crash FM for everything you need to know on and off the highway.
It's burning like the beast. My pants have all been pressed and all my collars neatly creased. My right thumb and thumb is up 'cause now the hounds have been released. Cloud around my head, leaves beneath my feet. Fever in my fingertips and grease between my teeth. Shaking when I wake up, keep a heaving just to breathe.
Welcome back to Crash FM, and I don't know if I really believe this, but supposedly racers are returning to Asia with the promise of faster times. I don't believe it, but prove me wrong, you guys. I'm Stryker, prove me wrong. We also got bigger and better crash junctions. They're just around the corner. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your news.
Shake that bush again.
Single race, you and 5 others, quickest to the finish wins. Just what I like, nice and simple. I am Stryker on Crash FM, and I know it's not like me to want to give you burners a warning, but here goes anyways. The shopping district under the monorail is a war zone, everybody! Get down there and get rattling! That was a public service announcement brought to you by me, not Crash FM. Need a quick reminder to see what's happening? Check out burnout3.ea.com. You are listening to Crash FM. Watch out on those narrow back roads. If the cross traffic wasn't bad enough, already reports of a big rig losing its load all over the road has brought visibility down to a minimum. For all the latest in circuit news, stay with Crash FM. It's Crash FM, and let's get a little religious. Let the Buddha guide you to victory. For all your racing info, stay with Crash FM. Crash FM, covering the world of Burnout. This place is known across the circuit as a great place to race, and the traffic that we love to race through has that Asia edge to it. 18-wheelers on the freeway, crazy taxi drivers, and of course, the signature 3-wheel tuk-tuk. It wouldn't be Asia without them. Let's get to it. Striker, that's me, checking out the news and views for you here on Crash FM. Finally, it stopped raining, so I want to see some flying cars out there. Get to it, come on. Keep your soaking DJ happy. For all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. Back with Crash FM, and I've learned, and this is very, very important, picking flowers is actually illegal and can result in a significant fine or even a jail term for persistent offenders. Stop picking flowers. Make sure you stay with Crash FM for all your news.
Turn the radio up and we'll sing. Turn the radio up and we'll sing a song.
What's up, you guys? I'm Stryker. You're on Crash FM, and I just seen the way to avoid fees at the Palm Court parking lot. All you have to do is drop your car in from the top. It's easy to do, and that's just what happened to one of our unlucky burners. But hey, at least someone scored a takedown. Hello there, guys. It is me, Stryker, on Crash FM. Watch out under the L today. They're still clearing up after some guy was slammed into the pillars earlier. Check back for more here on Crash FM. Cars are going to be crashing all over the Asia circuits today. A whole heap of new events have just opened up, and it's going to be some crazy, ridiculous, hot, psychotic action. Stay tuned to Crash FM. Stryker, that's me, checking out the news and views for you here on Crash FM. Finally, it stopped raining, so I want to see some flying cars out there. Get to it, come on. Keep your soaking DJ happy. For all your highway listening, stay with Crash FM. You still got it on, good for you, it's Crash FM, and my buddy over at Race Radio has just informed me that cars are getting serious airtime over at Vista Point. Shame he isn't getting the same, he doesn't get anything. Keep it tuned to Crash, all you ever need, right here, right now. Check it out, it's burnout3.ea.com.
first.
Hey guys, it is me, Stryker, on Crash FM. Alright, every so often, I'm going to give you something a little bit cryptic. If you're smart, you work it out and get some great rewards. If you ain't smart, well, I guess that someone is going to beat you to it. Never mind. Keep racing like no one's watching. The battles may be heating up, but the weather is cooling down. But at least drifts are great for drifting. For all the latest in circuit news, stay with Crash FM. Welcome back to Crash FM, and man, has that split bridge seen some serious action. You gotta respect it though. Be safe. That's what the Autobahn gantries are telling us anyway. I gotta find a way to broadcast through those things. How cool would that be? Anyway, for right now, ignore them. They're for the little people. Check back for more here on Crash FM. Check out the crazy Euro dudes ripping it up on the street around the waterfront. Better yet, get down there yourself and show them how it feels to be taken out. This is Stryker on Crash FM, where everything Burnout. FM is back again, and you know what? The route to the A57 is beginning to fill up with traffic. Guess they're heading out to the coast. Fortunately for all burners, this means more lamers to race through. Get to it, and make sure you show them that not all the hot bodywork is on the beach. Keep it right here on Crash FM for all the updates. Crash FM back again. Now, seriously, this is the life. Leaving the smog-filled streets of the U.S. behind and enjoying the views of the river from the Café Kilometre. This is Crash. You know, they're known for great food, great wine, and great times over here. So in true hedonistic fashion, it's time to gorge ourselves and get drunk on massive takedown action. Bring it on! Give me your love! Smash the car! I'm Striker! Woo! Crash FM. You're streaming with Crash FM, and this is Hot Off the Traffic Report, so listen up. Sounds like the routes in from the interstate are jammed. If you're heading that way, it sounds like a great opportunity to earn some boost. Keep it right here on Crash FM for all the updates. This is Crash FM, up and away at the Aerospace Museum, where you need a very high IQ and a pocket protector to get in. I snuck my way in, and the things in here do not fly anymore, but our burners do. Just caught sight of one landing up in the plaza, and what can I say? Pocket protector, yeah! Takedown transmission coming at you from me, Striker. Listen up. I caught a whopper down by the trailer park at Silver Lake. A whopper! It's as big as my car. Takedown transmission coming at you. Listen up. The Silver Lake Sub Aqua Club, which I'm a member of, has started building a man-made reef by the trailer park. Any help with the construction will be greatly appreciated. Hey, check this out. I've just been up at the Waterfront Marina, and it's the place to be if you want to see the hottest action here in Burnout territory, and I just don't mean on the track. Stay tuned for all the latest news here on Crash FM. Okay, here's where the competition is really going to get fierce. You got to place as high as you can over a series of races to do well in a GP. Stand by. If you're burning down on the waterfront, watch out for the trams, which are now back up and running and provide a perfect opportunity to erase your competition. Check back for more info if you want. I'll be here working. This is Crash FM.